Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is Star Season 3, Episode 3. Ooh, Family Affair. Let's get it. Gosh, Mary J. Blige. The Queen. The Queen. But anywho, this episode was really good. Why I tell you this episode was really good. Star is such a good show, and I've been saying this since the start. Star is, I think because it's more serious than Empire, I like it a little bit more than Empire, but there's just something about it that feels more real. And I think that's what it is. Feels more real, feels more grounded, even though I still watch Empire as well. We see Carlotta. She's getting interviewed because Carlotta's hot stuff now. Carlotta's that woman. She was able to go do all these maneuvers, so now she's being interviewed by this woman, and the important thing is she has a new contract with this new club, which I'm thinking, wait a minute, what club is this again? And she just seems to be making a way. So instead of them interviewing Mateo, they talk to her. But we have to cut that short because she gets a call. She gets a call from Andy. I said, Lord, Andy. Speaking of Andy. But anyway, Mateo, he's a little over it. He's a little over it. He, again, keeps testing her. And he was just like, look, if everything that you're doing, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, it fails, then it's on you. Speaking of things maybe working out, maybe not. Guess who's still living with Noah? His father. I forgot that his father was gay. I forgot that that was the storyline. He's wearing this, like, sad... Sir, you're doing too much. But it's funny. It's funny. They're talking about his contracts. They're also talking about the fact that Noah's like, how can you even talk to me though when you went dipped, came back dipped? That's their storyline. That's their storyline. Now, I was trying to figure out why something seemed really reminiscent and familiar. When I realized, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Black Cinderella. The man who is Brandy's investor, what's his name? John? So, whatever his name is. He was the male counterpart, I guess, in, Brandy when she played Cinderella. So, but now they're grown up. Now she's a thug. Now they're kissing. Now he's investing in her club. And she's pissed because her people can't find Andy. Now we see like this 1960s, 1950s, 1960s / 2018 photo shoot for Take 3. And I said, oh, look at them. I feel like Alex looked the most like natural with her look. It looked the best. But she looks good, so I mean, that's not a surprise. Alex has a lot going on. She needs to go meet with the sister of the girl who died on the plane crash. So while she's dealing with that, Jackson comes in. Jackson is Star's baby daddy. And Jackson is just like, look, I'm here to check up on you. I love you and the baby. And Star's just like, all right, that's cute and all, but get out of my face. I'm glad that Star has, at least for now, a decent man in her life. Star deserves it. She's not a terrible person. She's just been through a lot. Now, Mateo was dealing with the interviewer who's interviewing Carlotta, and apparently they have this past history of, because of where he came from, the people that she associated with looked down on him. But now he's hot stuff. But he still wants that attention and affection from her. So they go and sleep together because he wants to be the person that's being interviewed. He wants all the fame and the fortune because he does. You can tell that he has, it's not confidence issues. It's just that he's still stuck as being a young person being looked down on. And Simone sees them kissing. And now remember, she's friends with his wife. And his wife tells Simone, hey, why you look so shocked? Don't be nervous about your new movie role. Oh yeah, we chose you. And Simone's like, oh, really? But she's just so stunned. And that's when Alex's friend, or I guess newfound friend, comes along. And I said, I don't trust her. As soon as I saw her, I said, I don't trust her. this woman's geeking out over her and just so happy to be there. And I said, Lord, Alex, you need to be careful. Now, Carlotta has to deal with her annoying sister, her bullheaded sister, because her sister, Cassie, as a lot of you like to go and point out, I don't like her, which means Brandy's doing a great job. I don't like her, so I purposely mess up her name. So I just want to put that out there. Shout out to Carlotta. I said, oh my God, they gave her a Queen Latifah wig. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank you. Noah, he's still trying to figure out who he's going to side with. And Cassie keeps saying, you know, being independent, owning your own stuff. Carlotta keeps going down the nostalgia lane and saying, look, I have you. I have your back. I'm the person who was always there for you. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Because in one of his newer contracts, he still doesn't have creative control. He doesn't have creative control, which is important. If he doesn't at least own his music, at least let me have creative control. I've had too many albums. I've worked too hard to not have that. Now, Andy comes back, and Carlotta kind of gives him the brush off of, here's this money. And he was like, I still feel bad about it. No. Get out of town. But for real this time. And so he's going to do that. And High Hill, I guess he's going to be here the entire season, which is cool. High Hill was just on this whole thing of, look, and again, he's just speaking as her conscience. You need to let Andy off the hook. Because it's not directly his fault that I died. It's your sister's. Be mad at her, not at anyone else. Now Star's practicing, and Star is being Star and being a little but Simone's like, oh, look, I don't have time for that. And he was like, whoa, what's the problem? Oh, you know what, Star, I got the movie thing. It's like, oh, they had a cute moment because the baby kicked, and now Star feels all motherly and wants to have her father Brody back. I said, ooh, Brody's dead, so we're going to have to figure out how that's going to work. And Alex and her new sidekick, that's what I'm calling her, because she is either a gold digger, she something's wrong with her. And they bond over the fact that her sidekick's sister died for 2.5 seconds until sidekick realized, oh, so you brought me here because you felt bad that they took you over my sister. My sister ended up dying. I'm trying to think, did the plane blow up or something? Is that what? It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway. It almost makes you feel like, did she even die? Did she really die? Because sometimes with these shows, these twists, these plot twists. Anyway, Miss Ruby, she's still scared. She's still scared. Any sounds that she hears outside makes her nervous. And she's just so pissed. And of course, Derek's there to console his grandmother. And at one point, she talks about how the guy who did it, he had this brand on him. What was it, BC or something like that? So keep that in mind. Now Noah's dealing with his father who's barbecuing outside, even though it's not that type of neighborhood. From his description, even though I'm looking around thinking it looks like it's that type of neighborhood. Mateo told Carlotta that he was going to go and do what she couldn't as far as getting Noah to sign. So he does the usual, oh, here's your new flashy card that technically is in advance that you paid for. And here's your new contract. The thing is, it still doesn't, the new contract says that he doesn't have creative license that he deserves at this point. So Carlotta realizing, Cassie had to get the funding from someone. So she goes to Cassie's Caucasian benefactor, who I guess is married and has always kind of strung Cassie along, and says, you need to stop this. You need to stop this mess. You need to stop. You need to grow up. You need to leave my sister alone. You need to just back off, or else I'm going to do something. You know, I don't shoot people, but I can shiv. And she picks up the knife. And he said, you know what? Get this woman a drink. She needs it. Poor Carlotta. She's trying so hard. Poor baby, trying so hard. Now, everyone's at the salon. We see Cotton's son running around. It's his birthday. And one of the salon people saying, look, Cotton isn't a black mama yet. Because if she was a black mama yet, she would have put her foot so far up her son's butt for acting a plumb fool around here. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I am saying. Oh, Cassidy comes along, and you know Carlotta's pissed. Carlotta's pissed, and Con sees it. It's like, Mama, she's helping with High Hill. She's helping me. That's all that matters. Carlotta's pissed because her phone was broken. Her phone's broken, and I said, Carlotta, chill out a little bit. I would be fine if all this anger really was towards your grandson, but it's not. It's because your sister's here and you want to go and yell at her. It's a little misplaced. Even though we have the peanut gallery over there saying, it's about time. Carlotta, you better do that. I mean, that's the start anyway. Everyone's looking like, okay. So this is when the reading session begins. Oh, his name is X. Okay. So Cassie's brouhaha. Boo is named X. And they just talk about how, ooh, you dusty. Ooh, you dusty. Oh, you need to get over yourself. You know, Hale isn't here anymore. I'm not jealous of you. You always want. Remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe and come back. Wanted what you couldn't have, just like how you want that married man. Well, the man that you want isn't here. I said, we're doing too much. We're doing too much. Stop it. Stop it. Ladies, stop it. Alex overhears her sidekick's music and says, oh, well, you know, I'm sorry. And the sidekick talks about how she's always wanted to do music. And after her sister died, she's really just focused on that. And now Alex says, well, I can write you a song. I can maybe help even produce a music video. I'm thinking, oh, Lord. Now, while Noah is trying to get dressed, trying to find his outfit for the showcase that's going to happen, Maurice pops out of nowhere trying to say, you know, I never give up. Look, I know we weren't the cool, the bestest of friends. We weren't even friends, but this is about creative vision. This is about you being a true artist. Carlotta makes sure, oh, come on now. I wasn't born last night. I knew that you'd be some type of snake to try and go after my artist. So how about this? How about you go handle what you need to do over there in the peanut gallery? He needs to rock with me. I always have his back. And initially, he says yes to Carlotta because he's like, I'm loyal. His father when he talks to his father looks at him like, oh, that loyalty is cute, but you need to remember, I told you about being free. And so that's when they have that big blow up because Noah's just like, hey, dude, you were gone. You were gone. You left me. And now I'm here. Now I'm here. Let you back in my house. You keep telling me what to do. Tell me what to say. Yeah, congratulations. You helped me out one good time, even though for most of my life you're MIA. I said, oh boy, here we go. Cassidy gets the bad news that Noah dropped out. And so that's when we see the music sequence of her and her club. And she's definitely doing her best. I said, oh, look at this. Chicago. Roxy. Chicago. 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 Oh, now it's my turn. It's my turn. Because at first I said, oh, this song is, and then I realized, no disrespect, but this is Brandy we're talking about. I don't care about this character. This is Brandy we're talking about. How dare you? You could have given her a stronger track. And I said, we're having Queen Latifah singing. It's over this. Oh no, it's my turn now. Oh no, it's my turn. It sounds a lot better as a snippet than as a full song. And I was a little irked about that. But we're going to move on. Now, Take 3 is going to perform. Remember that Star is trying to find Brody. So let's just keep that in mind. Star gets news about Brody. And so Star and Simone have to go and leave. This is where we see Noah's father comes back. And he talks to him and he apologizes. He apologizes and says, hey, you know, he was gay, young, didn't realize it, and once he realized it, he just couldn't face his family, so he went and left, and he eventually, you know, got himself together, got himself a partner who died, and because of the laws, he wasn't able to, you know, inherit his partner's stuff, so then he was out on the street, and his partner told him, you need to go and make amends with your son. If you do nothing else, you need to go and make amends with your son. And so that's when he found Noah about to go and jump off a roof. And like I said, he finally gave Noah that real apology. It was like, you know what? You've always known who you are. And that wasn't because of me. That was you and your mama. And, you know, saying what he needed to hear. So he's doing the... You know, dang. Trying to still be a Jeebus. Now we're at the club, and it's time for Noah Brooks to perform. But since his father is there, he's going to do something different. He's going to do a different little diddly. I said, oh, I like the suit. The footwork at first, I was like, okay, this is cute. But once the performance really got going, I said, hey, I felt that performance. I like the setup, and the lyrics went well with what was going on in the background. Why I said what was going on in the background was Star finding out that Brody is dead. Brody is dead. Originally, they were looking for him in the jails because they thought it's Brody. So he's going to be in the jails. But no, he was actually as a John Doe in the morgue. You know, death by electrocution. And Star knows her father enough to know that well, actually, maybe not. She just said she can't deal with this right now. So they went and left. Once Noah killed his performance, they came back. They came back to do their performance. But I said, Star, this is different because this is a new Star. This is a hormonal Star, a Star that's growing. And Simone had to let them know that Brody's dead. Brody's dead. That's why we left. So when they went to try and perform, Star had a mental breakdown. And her mental breakdown was she couldn't sing. She lost her voice. She just saw images of her reaching out to her father saying, hey, she loves him, she forgives him, just come back. And it's too late. And it's one of those things where it's like, wow, you want to make amends with someone who's now gone. Simone feels a certain way because she sees Mateo with, you know, his wife, who's her bestie right now. She said, you know what? You deserve to know that your husband is cheating around with that sleazy blonde reporter over there. And so then we know that they have an open marriage. But she was more so upset that, oh, so you went and screwed the woman who was a part of that society that looked down on us? Because you still want something from them? Really? He was like, no, this is just a means to an end, just like how it's always been. Alex gets this, what do you call it? She gets this picture from her sidekick, and her sidekick meets Alex's boyfriend. I'm looking at this like, she's hugging him too long. I don't like that type of hug. I was like, I do not like that type of hug. Derek sees the guy with the brand out at the club, or he sees a guy at the club with that brand, even though we know there can be more than one. So that's part of the issue. It wasn't him. It was not him. I looked at him in the face and said, okay, that wasn't him. Now, Carlotta loses Noah. She loses Noah because Carlotta can't promise. Can't guarantee. She can promise, but she can't guarantee that he'll get the creative control that he deserves. And so then she blows up on Cassie because it's like, Cassie, you're still working with X. You can't trust him. Like, what's wrong with you? You stupid. You're trying to go and undermine me. Why? Can't you have a life of your own? Can't you do this and that? Carlotta decks her. Starts busting. Get her. Drag her. I almost said something wrong. Because I like Brandy. So let me stop. I almost went too far. I almost went Black Twitter. Everyone's looking, and I said, now wait a minute. Why are we looking like we're not used to seeing people fight? I understand it's two women, but still. And then Cassie snatches off Carlotta's wig. thinking, oh Lord Jesus. So now everyone's looking at Carlotta. The news reporter has her phone out, like, oh. Carlotta looks at her like, I will deck you. Put that phone away. This is bad. Carlotta won't lose her job, but this could cause Mateo to take control over Gravity Records. Absolutely. So now Carlotta's steaming. She's fuming. She's down in the recording studio, and Cotton was just like, Mama, what's the problem? You need to tell me what's wrong. I don't know. And you see the emotion on Carlotta's face, like, I really want to tell you, but I love you so much, I don't want to hurt you. So she calms down and says, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go. So, excuse me, Simone and Miss Bruce, we're just having general idle chit-chat. Simone feels, she's like, dang, Brody, he was at least family. Bruce says, hey, you have family. Don't worry about that. I'm just hoping someone's looking after Bruce, because he's doing a lot to take care of everyone else. I hope he's not popping anything on the side. Apparently, Bruce knows Noah's father, so they go and get drinks. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Simone did see Mateo and his wife kissing, so she was really confused about that. Derek doesn't tell Alex about what his grandmother said. And we see that Alex's picture of the girl who's on the plane with her is bugged. So now we're trying to figure out why. Is she trying to blackmail her and extort her for money? For fame? What is it? Star is talking to Jackson about how, you know, Brody, even though he was a messed up father, at least he was his father, at least he tried. And she just wanted to have some type of family unit. He's like, I'm here. And then he does like a stupid Magic Mike type of striptease for Star to make her feel better, because this is Star we're talking about. And the episode ends with X telling Cassie, exactly what Carlotta said would happen. X isn't doing this just because he likes you. He wants something from this. And he wants to use Cassie in order to funnel money and clean it through the club. This is Cassie's way of going legit, even though she was still doing street stuff in the back end. And anyway, stupid. So then one of her goons, and yes, it's the goon that raped Miss Ruby, somehow got Andy. I don't know where Andy was, but he got Andy. And this is gonna, oh my gosh, there's a couple of people that are gonna have to die by the end of the season. I already see it. So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I mean, Andy's face was duct taped for dear life.